Hi Stays! We have a video sponsor. At L'Oreal you can get all your K-beauty products, but specifically the Pacific Stray Kids sets. So in the description below there will be 3 links for Stray Kids Pacific sets that you can have a 30% discount on if you use our discount code MyCupOfTV. This is the Stray Kids photo booth set, the Fresh Herb Origin Toner. These are full sized as well in this set, it's not miniatures. The Fresh Herb Original Serum. This one actually I already use daily and I have to say I love it. And it actually does go a long way. Fresh Herb Origin Cream, the eye cream. I tell you what, that is a really good size for an eye cream. It also comes with 5 face masks, photo postcards, L'Oreal Pacific skincare sets with Stray Kids. Links below, 30% discount, My Cup of TV. Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
and Kat. So, Stray Kids. Ooh, yes! Well done, JD. I did that variant yesterday and she didn't woo. So I said it again and she still didn't woo. And I was like,
did she
what's
meow?
wrong with you?
Did she meow? Sometimes she meows.
Sometimes she says stray cats and so stray kids.
Yep.
So, they have just done Case 143, the Japanese version, on First Take.
Oh, cool.
I thought, oh, that'd be nice. I do like it when they're just hearing those vocals.
That's always nice.
So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. I know that First Take is like a Japanese thing. So it's always their Japanese ones they're doing on there. But which song would you pick of any of theirs to have them do on First Take? It's a tough choice because they've done Scars, obviously, and I love Scars.
So for me, from Stray Kids, I want to hear more vocals and maybe a little bit more. I don't yet know because I haven't seen it yet, so they may have the capability but they've not got it, and your voice is always progressing and getting better and whatnot, and the more you practice. But we haven't heard a lot of belting, but Elevator has
Elevator
some
was the one
cries.
I was thinking. Whilst you're talking, I'm like, I'm saying Elevator.
Elevator has quite so I'd be interested to hear them do Elevator.
Yeah, I love that song so much.
It's very good.
It's one of those when we first did it, I was like, oh, I quite like it, But since, it's just become one of those, as soon as it comes on, I'm like, oh, I'm going to sing so loud.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more artists on this as well.
Yeah. Shiny have got Japanese songs. They could do this.
Oh, he's got glasses on.
That's also something I'm really weirdly, nerdily fascinated by, is I want to see them do vocal warm-ups. Because I'm like, what do you do? Oh, sung.
I don't know whether I need to turn it.
How dare you, Felix?
Volume. I don't know if I need to turn it up or whether it's just because they're not at the mics yet.
Yeah. I was thinking that too.
But either way. I don't know why I need to hear them talk when I can't understand it anyway. They look so good.
Ready? Yes. Okay, let's go. お願いします。事件発生かなりの事件危険な魅力にやまた事件刺激的な君は解決が不可欠な出来事だ Love your boyfriend 君にはそう言っては見ない No cap 君の言葉が俺らすマイケース There's a perfect otherwise 切れないか 切れないモーションのか君が I never feel the right course する思い Can't tell why Moving on my way.
Ooh.
Attracted, he cannot like magnet. I cannot explain this reaction. How can it not want for this?
Why do I keep getting attracted? Keep me dark, got the cup. I cannot explain this emotion. 1, 4, 3.
I like the change up of the music to the Korean version.
The way he's standing as well.
He gets so close to it.
I keep getting attracted, he cut it like magnet. I cannot explain this reaction. How can it not want for free? Why do I keep getting attracted? Keep me dark, got the cup. I cannot explain this emotion. 1, 4, 3, I love you.
Everything in my mind, turn to the kick it, why? Ain't nothing wrong.
Because someone ate Felix's brownie and pissed him off this morning.
I think it's the jacket.
I don't know, but I like it.
Oh, I like it. Changbin.
Do I keep getting attracted? He got it like magnet. I cannot explain this reaction.
Okay, I need it now. Gotta let you know. Let's go. I'm gonna never let it go. I'll let you know. And I'm gonna go. Can't keep me no more the way so like never let you go. I cannot explain this emotion. 1, 4, 3, I love you.
There are so many things I wanted to say during that, but I didn't want to miss hearing any of them. They came in confident.
What happened to Felix though?
Someone stole that man's brownie this
So
morning.
he was pissed off and then he turned around and just winked at me.
I was going to say someone's had his Weetabix.
That's what I mean.
I wasn't prepared for it in any way, to be honest.
It's like cute cuddly Felix woke up and someone gave him the jacket that was possessed, and he
Yeah,
put on the jacket
and
and was
he
like,
was
I'm a bad boy now.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck you all.
Yeah.
Which is completely counterintuitive to the message of the song.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, why do I keep getting these emotions? I love you. What is it?
There's the winking, the finger hearts, and he was just...
All sorts going on there.
It also
Yeah.
didn't help Kat the fact that his jacket was a little bit like motorbikey, motored racing
I
drive
really
a little
appreciated
bit.
it, I'm not going to lie.
Kat likes a bit of
No, I
F1,
liked
Formula
it.
1, motor racing driver.
To be fair, he did warn us, because he did basically walk in up to his mic and wink like, it's about to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I said they all came into this confident.
Yeah,
You know, they looked confident.
I thought, these are random things not to do with the vocal performance, but when Bang Chan's bit came when he was saying the alphabet, his body language changed completely. His stance went to being like cute.
I think it's that he knows the way the song is and the way we receive the song. It's just a very cute part where everyone's like, and so he just he goes with it.
This is the thing actually, and I was thinking it more of when, depending on what you're doing vocally, the way you hold your body is very important to the sound you make. So the fact that he was changing then to make more of a cuter sound, his body changed for that. So that might have been unintentional, but he suddenly went into this little cute stance, and I just thought it was really funny. Meanwhile, Changbin looked like he was at a shooting gun range. Because, and I just mean as in the headphones that he was wearing, plus like the bomber jacket, sleeveless bomber jacket he was wearing.
He was carrying guns.
And then he was pow 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 on the mic, and it's so funny. I was like, you look like you're at a shooting range. It's like the outfit really suits you.
The whole thing of what he's doing in this song is, can I be your boyfriend? Basically, I'm going to take you out.
Yeah. Sniper, leaving no prisoners, yeah. But
I feel like vocally, of all of them, Chan is the one that when he starts singing, I'm like, if I was in a different room I wouldn't know that this was live and not the produced track.
Yeah.
When he sings.
They all sound very good. Now, what I would say is this is obviously a really good comparison to the produced track.
Yeah.
However, it's not necessarily a song like when you said what song would I want to hear, and me wanting to hear more vocal ability, more boundary pushing and like belting, things like that. If they have that in their repertoire, and that's why I wanted Elevator. In an ideal world, if I could have one, I'd choose Elevator. This track, it's still singing, obviously, but it is singing more speaking styled, so it doesn't show you...
They're not showing their best vocal parts.
Yeah, it doesn't show you what they're capable of. However, it does definitely show you that they are perfectly capable of spitting that out like it's a CD. Yeah. And so, it's still really, really good compliment to them.
What I think must be hard with a song like this, and to be honest, you could probably say it about a lot of Stray Kids songs, is because of line distribution and having parts here and there, it must be hard to get into your vocal performance when you've got 2 lines and then you're stopping.
It's a very bits, it's very bits and pieces. It shows very well when you have a performance like that. It's how they work as a group, and that they, and the timing, they pop it off, and they never lose the energy, even though it's bouncing from. If you imagine you have, it's really sad. It's like an exercise you do when you're in performance group or whatnot. If you have a ball of energy and you pretend and you're going to throw it to someone, they've got to receive it in the same energy that you throw it, and then you've got to throw it to the next person. And that's effectively what you're doing. When you're in a group or an ensemble of anything that you perform, no one can drop the ball of energy. You've got to maintain it. And so where they're spitting off lyrics, and like you say, it's a short bit, but so it's not necessarily a good showcase of all of what they can do, their vocal ability, but it is a really good showcase of how they are as a team, and everyone kept the energy, everyone kept bringing it, even though they have that short bit, which is just important, because it would be so noticeable if one person dipped that energy for whatever reason. So it's still really cool to see different songs pose different challenges that they have to keep up, and that was quite cool.
When it comes to their vocals, I always feel like I do this, I can't speak for everybody else, but Lino's is often underrated. I forget that he has such a good vocal. And I think part of the reason is, in a song like this, you're watching him sing it and he's making it look so natural and easy that sometimes I'm not registering just how good it is. Do you know what I mean? Because he looks like he just could be walking around the house going la 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 la. It's just so casually easy for me, but it's so good.
Yeah. Well, again, because the style of this particular song is almost like speaking style singing,
and it doesn't have a lot of highs and
it shouldn't be too taxing. But everything, even coming down to their stance and the way they hold their body at the microphone, it should be relaxed. If your shoulders are like, this is like at the beginning, Bang Chan's shoulders were a little bit raised, and I was like, calm down. I was like, and you have to let go of that energy, because again, any tension you hold in your stance goes into your voice, things like that. But he relaxed and it was fine. But yeah, if they've got a nice relaxed stance and what they're delivering, it just sounds so good, and it does. It gives you that impression that you're like, wow, this is just so easy. Yeah, it's easy for you, but they are subconsciously thinking of all these things to deliver.
If it was easy, anyone could do it.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it is nice to see them so relaxed and just enjoying it as well. This is nice.
Hyunjin. I always forget
sassy pants
how deep Hyunjin's voice can be, because we're so used to how deep Felix is, but actually what often happens is that Felix, when it comes to choruses like Maniac as well, Felix will do a part where it drops out, but so will Hyunjin, because he's also able to go
no, it's
deep
true,
with his
forget.
voice. And his English pronunciation is always really good,
and he's a bit of a, I felt like I could see a bit of a sassy rapper in Hyunjin.
I was like,
and I forget that, so
he could do like a sassy cypher.
Yeah.
Like one of those that a bit like what I say with J-Hope, one that was basically giving you bitch please energy.
Yes. Oh, that would be good to see. Yeah. That's a unit track we need, you know.
Whereas Changbin would be like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Hyunjin would be like, oh bitch please.
Yeah. That would be good. Okay, but would it be a solo or would it be a unit? I mean, for some reason I feel like IN could also be in that.
A sassy bitch.
Yeah, sassy bitch unit of a little cypher. Hyunjin, IN. Anybody else?
That could be the collab we need.
Yeah, the sassy bitch cypher.
I feel like Han can do a sassy bitch cypher.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah,
he could jump between the groups. Yeah, that would be so funny to see him like be over here and then be like, and then turn on and go between the two groups.
Yeah, Han in this, I was waiting for that part at the end, but he goes like, Gah!
Yeah. Again, really
to see
good
live.
news,
you're like, how's it going to go live?
Yeah, again, really good use of your
Yeah.
voice as an instrument, and they play with it to decorate the song in different ways. That's really good.
Again, Han's vocal, I
Chipmunk.
often kind of not forget, but you think of the vocals, I always think of Sungmin. And IN is a vocalist, so I think of IN.
Yeah.
Whereas Han, because he's the all-rounder.
Well, when you see things like this first take, what's really interesting here is that when you hear the produced track, or you see them, we haven't seen them yet, sorry, we will.
Not long.
When you see them on stage, usually it's the person who's singing the main bit will be there, yeah, but you don't often realise that there's somebody else doing a harmony or something else to support that, as well, you know, the vocal at the same time. But this is really good because where the camera was jumping between who was singing, you do get to see who's delivering something vocally, and it's not always necessarily who you think it is. And you're like, oh, I didn't realise they were doing there was a lower note in there, and that was delivered by this person. So that's why it's quite good, because whenever we watch MVs or you might see a live performance, you not distracted, but you're meant
point.
to be given your focus is meant to go on the choreo. But when you just see it stripped back and
with
it's just
camera
singing,
work, you are given your focal point.
yes, exactly,
And an MV,
exactly, yeah.
I also like that his rap in this is very melodic at the beginning. Mm-hmm. It's one, again, I can't sing along to, but I can go, how does it start? No, 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 no. You just kind of,
My favourite one of his is the In the Circus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We didn't get much IN.
But there was some. Yeah.
But his voice now, I feel like, is becoming more distinctive.
I was thinking that actually. I feel like he was singing in something called your mixed voice. This is where you're in between different registers. But when the one we watched before, and they just said it was 2 years ago, I remember watching that thinking, your mixed voice isn't stable yet. You need more practice there. And in this one, I was like, you're sitting in your mixed voice, but it sounds more stable. So I was like, oh, I could see the development from the last time they did this.
When I listen to, and it's partly getting to know them more, but when I listen to a song, regardless of what I've seen in an MV or anything, I can hear it and go, that's IN. Do you know what I mean? He's getting that distinctive sound now that you're able to say.
And again, that's why when it's a shame if you know, in an ideal world, but we don't have a lot of time line distribution and the limited amount of time you get of a song, but that's why it's always so intriguing to hear people in isolation so that you can get to know their voice and then appreciate it more. But obviously when it's that person singing, there's all the production behind it, you can't always, so getting to hear them more, you're right, you can get to know their voices individually more. So when you hear them in a car or something, you're like, oh, that's so-and-so singing.
Sungmin, very early on, you're able to pick out the distinctive sound that is.
But that's
Sungmin.
also because he's given more front vocals, so you get to learn it faster.
Vocalist,
you know what I mean. So that's why I'd like to hear more of
Sungmin in this. I was most excited for the part, and obviously he nailed it when he says "can't stop." I'm trying to get up, but I can't.
When he goes into his falsetto bit.
Hear it. Yeah,
it's nice.
Again, it's one of those that he does it, and you're just like, and you can just do that. Just no preparation. You can just, obviously that he would have done vocal warm-ups, but still no,
it's good. It's the thing, if you have, and then for his there was a little break in between, but you'll even have it if it's the same line, no breath change, but you're on this note and then you go here. It's called a vocal flip, and to do that, that's usually one of the most vulnerable times when you can get like a voice crack. So you have to be warmed up to do a vocal flip to go from down here up into a high register, and he just did that very smoothly. It's nice.
And he had some attitude in this, didn't he?
He looked really dandy with that shirt.
I just feel like he had a bit of an attitude of he was just coming in like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sing, you know.
Actually, no, it's not dandy, because Dandy Boy would be like, I feel like he'd have top button done up, but he didn't. He was a little bit suave. He was a little bit feeling himself in that white shirt, but the button was undone.
See, the current Sungmin is an issue. Erin and I have regular conversations about we don't know what has happened to Sungmin, but we like it, and because of it, something's happening to us.
This is what I said. I was like, a slow burn. People can hit you later, and you just didn't know.
And
why.
everyone I speak to, you say about hitting you later. It's recent Sungmin has changed. Something has happened in Sungmin's life. So that we talked about Felix and his whole attitude. His vocal.
It was very nice.
At what point do you watch him do these things live and go, yeah, that's Felix's voice? Because you still just go, how? So we've seen him do it over and over, but still you're watching like live. It's that deep.
Yeah.
So that was our reaction to Stray Kids Case 143 Japanese version on the first take. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.